Hey guys, let's wing this thing. So, this is just an old Reddit post, but it's something that pertains to what's going on. So, Dr. Randy Clark, founder of Global Awakening Ministries, performs the M, the Mason M, put your two middle fingers together, and then put it over your heart, or it's also known as the number 13 because he's got his thumb up and he's got the number 3 showing. The crown and the cross is an emblem of Freemasons, Knights Templar. So that would be that one. Randy Clark's Scholars. So the reason that I brought this up, I have seen this in the past, but see how Bethel just started their new series? I didn't make any of these thumbnails. And yet Randy Clark's thumbnail for his session is the same 13 hand sign. These guys are Freemasons, they're Templars, they worship Lucifer, and they're taking your money because you're biblically illiterate. Okay, we've already seen on Sean's video how that kid wearing the number 3, that number 3 has to do with Freemasonry. Randy Clark is the priest that's leading people between the fires for the fire tunnel, and fire tunnels are a dedication ritual unto Moloch or to Baal. It means that the children that pass between the fires on the right-hand side and the left-hand side are being dedicated into the priesthood. They are not being burned to Baal. They are not being burned to Moloch. They are being dedicated into the priesthood. That's why we were told not to make any children pass between the fires. Okay, now, this is another one of the videos that Randy Clark is on, and see how this guy is doing the little prayer thing, but over his head there's still a chevron. If you go and you look at logos, chevrons equal 33. They're telling you that they're Freemasons. Again, I didn't make this logo. That is a hand sign of the Divine Feminine. You can go on to the Bill Johnson is a Freemason video, and it will explain that to you. Okay, see this interlocking finger thing that he's doing right here? And this is Paul White's logo. Paul White's, this is Without Walls logo. Those interlocking fingers are a Freemason hand sign.
Myself apostolic, I'm going to try to speak into this discussion and bring my perspective on it. Yeah, no, I love that. Do you consider yourself an apostle? I consider myself apostolic. I don't use the title apostle. I don't. I know that there are certain things that apostolic people have done in church history and in the biblical time and throughout parts of church history. And some of those things I find myself, by the grace of God, being able to do because of His power working upon me and through me. So throughout parts of church history. And some of those things I find myself, by the grace of God, being able to do because of His power working upon me and through me.
Did you guys notice? He didn't scratch his nose. He didn't do anything except for lock his fingers together, bring them together towards his face, and dropped his head. He said that it's the power of God working in him and through him, but he was showing off that he's got a ring on his right hand that has to do with his Freemason stuff and his linked fingers. So, a number of meanings, as the evidence points out in the illustrations in this section. The hand on heart sign has a number of meanings depending particularly on the exact placement of the hand and its positioning of the fingers. As always, the left hand on the heart indicates a sinister occult path, the thumb extended upwards, leaving the hand squared to the L position. The signals fidelity, sincerity, and being on the square. Wait a minute, on the square? Isn't it interesting that in this Jesus Revolution video, they're talking about a difference can be a square, in quotation marks, pastor, a Freemason pastor. They're about as different as can be a Freemason pastor of a struggling church. Catching on yet? How about this one? Corey Asbury has a song called Dear God. The song is called To Love a Fool. We go over here and we can see that the two O's for fool are a Vesica Pisces. There are a bunch of verses in the Bible about fools, but a fool finds pleasure in wicked schemes. So according to Corey Asbury, who is a fool, he finds pleasure in wicked schemes, but the person of understanding delights in wisdom. The wisdom is the law of Torah. The wisdom is that Yeshua came and took our place and died for us. The Vesica Pisces is everywhere in Freemasonry. Now, this is Freemasonry, the Invisible Cult by Jack Harris, which is on Global Awakening's page for sale. So they know about Freemasonry inside this group. So this is what's called Hidden in Plain Sight. The Invisible Cult, the book that's on Global Awakening's page, a former worshipful master of the Masonic Lodge, Jack Harris, authoritatively speaks about one of the most deceptive cults in the United States today. The secret organization has entangled ministers, elders, deacons, trustees, Sunday school teachers, and people all over the world in a web of lies and satanic rituals. That's what Bethel is doing. They are teaching you to be Freemasons. The foundation upon which all Freemason teachings are based is the Kabbalah. Everything that's listed in Deuteronomy 18 that says don't do it, that it's an abomination, those things all have their roots in Babylon and the Kabbalah. Everything from grave soaking, Christ alignment tarot cards, Enneagram, Chris Valentin saying that God is male and female, Corey Asbury teaching that the Shekinah glory. Shekinah is Lucifer. If you don't learn your church history, you're going to end up following these people. They are making you 2 times the, what is it? Hold on, it's Gehenna, I think. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You travel land and sea to win a single convert, and when he becomes one, you make him twice as much a son of hell as you are. Pharisees are going to hell. If you go over land and sea trying to convert people, I was guilty of this. I was part of YWAM at one point. That is the definition of woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, who go and travel around the world trying to convert people when we're supposed to be making disciples of Yeshua HaMashiach where we're at, inside our own groups. All of these Freemasons are speaking with their feet and teaching with their fingers. Watch how Bill Johnson can't control his hands. He's always fiddling around, but he's not really fiddling around. He's making Freemason hand signs. They're signals. Signaling their deceit with a winking eye, a nudge of the foot, or a wiggle of fingers. Remember that a compass, as in a north, south, east, west compass, can be interchanged with a Masonic square and compass making the compass on Randy Clark's team training manual a Masonic logo. Can't get any more plain, folks. They're telling you in symbols who they are.